Hello everyone, and welcome back to Birthdays the Beginning, where we have finally got our little long neck salad chomper. Look at him, he is so huge. This whole time I thought that we were actually working with a world that was a little too big for ourselves, but totally not, because now that he has arrived, I'm beginning to understand just how big some of the creatures can become. So we really might want to start flattening out some areas to make it so that our velociraptors and some of our like flying reptiles and especially this beautiful Brachiosaurus. I'm just going to call him our little sauropod salad chomper. But so our salad chompers will have more room to roam and hopefully more room for their broadleaf trees to go ahead and grow. So he'll have plenty to eat and stick around for a while. I am so nervous that we are going to lose this amazing new arrival to our little exoplanet. But the good news is I was so nervous that I already shoved him into a mysterious glass jar, so we have saved his DNA. But alright, we are getting closer and closer to being able to actually go ahead. And thanks to getting this Brachiosaurus into our little evolutionary tree, I think we're getting closer to being able to have the T-Rex, because rumor has it, in order to get the plesiosaur in the warming oceans that we have got, we actually need to go ahead and get the Stegosaurus. Apparently, until you get the Stegosaurus, the plesiosaur doesn't show up. Why that happens when there's like not really an indicator anywhere that that's a thing that needs to happen, I don't know. Do we still have these guys? Yes, we still have the plesiosaurs. Oh, the pliosaurs. Oh, they're so cute. Can I maybe, we should go ahead and we should see if we can maybe mutate them for warm climates in the moss. Oh, just imagine a cute little froggo hanging out in the moss. I love that idea. And we might try to see if we can get these guys to maybe evolve. A newt that lives near rivers in warm climates. Wow, okay, we have it a little too warm for this guy. But if he showed up, I think he'd stick around. And then I also want to see if we can start getting some fish pretty soon. Or I should say some sharks pretty soon. Because we do have some new fish. These little lepus are starting to really spread in our warming oceans. And if their populations will stay up and eventually turn into more fish, then I'm really hoping that we'll be able to go ahead and have our very first shark, which would be so freaking cool. Also, they need everything to be really toasty warm. Where did I leave my heat rock? I'm pretty sure I left my heat rock like over here somewhere to try to warm up these shallows. We tried to make the shallows cool for a while. That wasn't helping. So then we left our heat rock somewhere out here. I could have sworn we had it somewhere around here, because we were trying really hard to actually have the ocean start filling up with fish. I'm just frustrated that we're having such a hard time with our fish, because they do not want to spread their populations very easily. Here, let's actually turn this into a little bit more of an ocean area, and we'll warm it up just a tiny bit more as a result. We'll get the sea in here. There we go. We'll warm it up just a little bit more and try to make more room for those fish and see if that helps. But all right, so let's go ahead. Let time pass on. Fingers crossed we won't run out of anybody that we really want to keep around for a while. All right, pterodon populations are really spreading. The Andrew population. Triceratops! We have Triceratops now? What? Okay, we need to find the Triceratops. I don't think that's going to be very hard. I feel like that should stand out. How's the population of our little salad chompers going? All right, hang on. 22,000! Yay! Having 22,000 of those guys has to be a good sign. And here is our Triceratops! We've already got 700 of them! What? I did not expect to get that many of them so soon. An herbivorous dinosaur known for its prominent horns. It consumes shorter plants than the Brachiosaurus. Yes! And we have leveled up. That is so freaking fantastic. Oh my gosh. Alright, can I look around and see? Let's see. Do we have anybody else who's new? Let's check the mini-map in this mode. No, we don't. There's a lot of things that are on the verge of extinction. I'm a little worried about the Andrews now, because our little direwolves seem to be really struggling in this warmer climate. Oof, do I want to go ahead? I kind of want to go ahead and capture the Andrews again, because I think we need them. But I really like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna release this guy and actually use a seed of mutation on him while I'm at it. All right, let's see if I can catch him again. So we're gonna use a seed of mutation on this guy because he has a chance of potentially turning into one of the very first avians. Like, not just a flying reptile, but like an actual feathered burb sort of flying reptile. All right, I gotta get up close to him. All right, come on, dude. I really want to... I'm gonna catch you. All right. Wait. And boom! All right, so we'll try to mutate him because he actually has a chance of potentially transforming into this guy, the first avian organism with feathered wings. However, it was not very good at flying. It began to appear as Tyrannosaurus was propagating on the land. So I just want to see if we can have a chance of maybe getting that guy because I would love that. However, I wonder, a pterodon adapted to high elevations, uplands, and mountains. It primarily soars above rivers to hunt fish and other prey. Wow, maybe we should work on trying to get that guy. And let's go ahead and see if we can maybe evolve our brachiosaurs, because I feel like we have enough food to potentially get some stegosauruses, but maybe they'll do that on their own. So let's actually wait just a little bit and see if they'll do that on their own. Oh wait, I need to find the, okay, how many thousands of years before I can pluck the DNA? Let's see, 100,000 years. Andrews, can you survive 100,000 years? I don't know if they can. Should I use this time? Okay, I feel like I should try to get the Andrews. Okay, we lost a plant. I can live with a plant. All right, Triceratops populations. Stegosaurus! It came all on its own, you guys! Oh, I feel like we must be right next. Oh my gosh, they're amazing! These guys look so cool! What? Look at him with these plates on his back and everything. Now we've got the Stegosaurus. Oh my goodness. Okay. I kind of feel amazing. I feel like they're really happy over here. Maybe because it's a little drier. Let's see, 40 moisture. Okay, so let's actually try making this area just a teensy bit drier with some of the strong sunlight, because maybe it's too dry for some of the plants to actually spread. So I'm going to use intense sunlight right here. And then we'll see if that helps out. And then vegetation right here. Something sounded like a freaking T-Rex. I have no idea who's making that roaring. But is that the Stegosaurus? My goodness. Got a little bit of an attitude and an appetite on it, doesn't it? And then let's actually come here and maybe do just a little bit of sunlight so that we can try to get to the point where maybe this spot can support more vegetation, because about 50% vegetation or 50% water seems to spread there, and this is like 70, so maybe there's too much water in some spots, or like too much moisture in the water. All right, how's your population doing, friend? Good, 35,000. Do you guys see any of the Andrews? Oh boy. All right. Andrews. Are you? Oh, they're surviving up here. Okay, let's actually try to make them more of this like upland area. No, up. And we'll try to make like a nice flat upland spot for them, and then I'll just make some of the ocean deeper to compensate temperature-wise, because I think it's getting really hot, right? So maybe if we actually keep the temperature cooler on this upland area, then they'll be able to survive in the uplands. Okay. So we'll do this, and then let's see, where's my field sources? Alien technology, activate. Boom. All right, there's that spot. And then let's have all of it line up right here. Good. And then I think, oh, waters of life, yes! That burst the fertility of organisms, yes! Let's do that on the little Andrews, and we'll see if we can maybe help them have a little bit better luck with being able to survive. All right, and then I'll kind of lower and flatten a couple spots. Here, let's see. All right, good luck, little Andrews. Whoops. All right. And we'll try getting maybe some fresh water up here for them too, with a little river source. And we'll make them a little river. All right, here should be good. All right, river source, waters of life. We'll put a river source right here. And then hopefully this will help a bit. It's so important to have these water sources, as we have found out, that are fresh water for everybody. Maybe we can actually get some of the fish to spread up here. Now, how would you get a fish to spread up a waterfall? Fun fact, they found that one of the ways that fish actually spread into like pools where, because I mean, fish can't walk on land to get to a new pool of water, right? So it's kind of perplexed scientists for a long time. Well, how do you get a fish to actually go into a new pond, a new pool that's not connected to any other water source? And one of the things that actually apparently happens is that sometimes fish with eggs will be picked up by a bird, they'll be eaten by a bird, and then the bird will fly to another waterway and poop over the water that's there, which sounds gross, but come on, it's another way of dispersal. And then sometimes the eggs will actually survive and land in the water, and after going through the bird's not very complicated gut system, to be fair, and then they will actually end up hatching in another pool. And sometimes the fish is lucky enough that a bird will fly with the fish, and the fish will fall out and have a chance to live and lay its eggs. So it's just such a cool idea. And in a lot of other cases, you actually have flooding. So you'll have like a few creeks that are somewhat close to each other. But you might be very confused at like, well, how could these creeks support life around here? And the answer is that the creeks will actually share to other ponds and rivers, fish and other organisms that live in the waterways when there's massive flooding. So when you have like a huge flood come through, and it might only happen once every few like decades even, then you'll have new populations get shifted around from where they were to... Let's see, let's pull this up a couple. There we go. But you'll have populations get shifted around from like the little, like for instance, if we had fish who lived up here and they were on top of this mountain, that's one population. And eventually they need to spread to get genetic diversity, right? So then there's a big flood and they pour off down the cliff. And they just end up going and cascading. There's the flood, more and more water. It's record-breaking rains that they just only see once every few decades. Boom, more and more water. They pour down the waterways, down the cliff sides. And what ends up happening is that, there we go. We're getting our temperature balanced a little better again. And what ends up happening are then the fish from the top of the mountain will go and end up in the waterway like way down here, and that's how they get a little bit of genetic diversity. But then like the rain is over and the flood goes away and there's no longer like streams or a waterfall connecting those two spots, and then all the fish just have to be patient and wait again until the next big water comes and potentially brings with it some new mates, which I always think is just super cool to learn about. All right, so now we've got a couple of those. Let's go ahead, and I need to actually make everything a little warmer again. So let's come over to the sea that I'm constantly working on. The coelacanth are still doing good here. Oof, there we go. All right, coelacanth are still doing well. They're still flourishing in the deep abyss that we have created for them, which is great. Oh, we got a seed of evolution! We should probably use that on something. Should I use it? No, I don't think I should use it on the Andrews. I feel like I should use it on the fish. Let's find one of those fish and use the seed of evolution. Since we talked about fish and like how genetic diversity goes with fish when they physically get to move from place to place. Boom! Smacked him with the seed of evolution. All right, let's go ahead and see how things turn out. I like those new waterfalls. Hang in there, little Andrews. Just 45,000 more years. There's a lot of new life friends! Oh my word! Look at all of those guys we've got! Wow, there are so many flying reptiles all of a sudden. I did not expect to have this many just like showing up here. Oh, this looks so good. Oh, wow. We've got flying reptiles absolutely everywhere. And where's our newest friend? Newest friend. We've got 2 new friends in the water. Okay. And forward. There we go. All right. We've got somebody around here. Hi. Are you new? Is it you? No, it's you. You're new. Okay. Where's my little fish friend? So we've got a new little fish friend. I think one of those mutations we were after. Got to fill up these seas with fish. Hello! A saltwater fish that flourishes in warm sea waters that the other fish couldn't adapt to. And actually, it's a little hot for these fish, and we might lose them if we're not careful. So let's actually come in and put down... Somewhere out there, we've got the warmth stone. I want to put down... Let's put in the chill stone. Right over here. And I want to see if we can keep the chill stone here and keep this fish population going for a little while. And we've also got these guys. Huh. The ontodactyls. Let's actually try using the seed of mutation on you again, friend. Because I would be curious to see what we get from you. Alright, where's our other friend? So our other new friend is also an ocean-faring friend. Alright, up we go, and... Pew! Somewhere over here is our new friend. Not there, that was just a field source I really wanted to grab. Oh, deep sea? Oh, really? Deep sea, you say? Is this because I lowered this? Because I'd be really tickled if something liked it that much. Or is it over here? Oh, is it this flower? No, those are pretty though. All right. Wow. It's actually kind of hard to find new friends in the deep sea. Oh, is it? It moves. I think it moves. There it is. What are you? Wow. I didn't think about that, but I guess if you can actually swim, you don't need to be in the deep, deep sea. Oh, look, it's one of those fish that we were after. I'm also having a hard time grabbing it. We have to make a little spire. Yes. A spectator spire. Yay! We got fish after chit-chatting so long about actually having a fish like show up, and they have a huge adaptation range, so they should actually stick around. A vividly colored saltwater fish that lives in hot seas. Yay! All right, hopefully all of that combined means that we're actually going to have, oh, look at all these plants. We're actually going to have some luck with life around here. It looks like the Andrews are sitting in a really fantastic area full. Let's grab... I can't grab the Andrews yet, but there's a lot of life, vegetation-wise, that has spread over here. So hopefully that means little creatures will start showing up too. And then it looks like vegetation is starting to show up over here too, but let's come over. Can I use this yet? I cannot yet use that. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's give it a little more time. Okay, we had something happen. Something was on the verge of extinction, but we got something else. All right. New friend? Guys, we had a new friend and it immediately died. Oh no. All right, well, it came, it went. I'm happy to have met you. Are we sure? Because those Koopas seem like they're new. Am I sitting on top of it? Nope. Yep, we had a friend, and we no longer have a friend. Sometimes that's just the way it goes. How's Rainbow Mountain doing? Doing pretty good. Alright, let's zip up here. We'll just kind of survey. Everyone seems to be doing really well. How's our Brachiosaurus population? I mean, you don't really have a predator, dude, so you should be fine. I think they would be more limited by the supply of leaves they would have to eat. Alright, we've got that guy. That guy, river sources and normal leaves. I think we're good there. And let's wrap up by actually going ahead and saving the Andrews, because I know you guys are going to be upset if we lose that little pack of wolves, future dire wolves, with 33,000 more years. So let's give it 33,000 more years. Wait, do we have a plesiosaur? I think we have a plesiosaur. Oh my gosh. You guys, we've got a plesiosaur, and it's got so much food over here. Oh my word. Yes! This is one of the guys we did need to have in order to go ahead and snag ourselves a T-Rex. We have another long neck, a long neck dinosaur that appeared as Stegosaurus were propagating. It preys on fish in very hot seas. Well, do I have good news for you, friend? All right, let's actually go ahead and give it a little bit more sea. If that's what you want, I got it. We'll try to give you a teeny bit more sea even. Okay, these are shallows. I think that guy needs like actual sea to be able to move around in. All right, there we go. So we'll give him a little bit of actual like sea and hopefully that'll be okay. And actually, I think we can try to make things a little cooler by making more highlands now for a couple of our creatures. Have the Andrews made it? Whoops, I did not mean to do that. That's fine. Did the Andrews survive? They're still here! Yay! All right, do I have my little glass jar to save them inside of? Ugh, it's still not ready. Okay, we'll have to wait on that, unfortunately. And I do think we can actually go ahead and we can like pull up another highland chunk to make it like another chunk of uplands, and then maybe even think about turning some of this into like a mountain section, because my thinking, let me go ahead and get a field source here. My thinking is that if we can manage to get ourselves a few more highlands, we might be able to snag, and then I'll shrink this, there we go. Because if we can get a few more like highlands and a couple spots of mountain ranges, I'm thinking we might be able to go and snag that really cool looking, here, we'll do this. Okay, still not enough. That really cool looking flying reptile who specializes in fishing around rivers and uplands. So if that's the case, we need to start working on some more uplands and some more mountains. And I also don't want it to get any hotter. So I'm trying to get to the point where we can cool this place off. All right, maybe we need, yeah, almost there. All right, one of our original spires. Yes, okay, and now we have balanced things and also made a bit of a mess. It happens. All right, let's pop over here. We don't want to make the Andrews sterile because we do want to be able to breed them in the future, but there we go. So all right, guys, life is continuing to spread and going through all sorts of interesting adventures on our little planet. Will we be able to keep our Andrews alive, and will we be able to bring forth the T-Rex? We've done it! Oh yes! Okay! So next time, friends, we are going to go ahead and investigate what life is like having the T-Rex added to our world, and if we're going to be able to spread out a little bit more now that Navi has seen how good we can get at spreading life through our entire little ecosystem. So alright, if you guys could, do please leave a like for the T-Rex that we're about to go see, and if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!